Hey y'all, today I'm just out. I'm going to check the ice on Marsh Creek Lake. It's been pretty cold for a week. It hasn't been above freezing, and although it hasn't been below zero, it's been in the teens. We've had a couple of calm nights, which it takes in order to get that first coating of ice. So I'm going to go over and check a few spots. Hopefully I'll find some ice that may be safe in another 2 or 3 days. It wouldn't really surprise me to find somebody on the ice back in the back end of the cove. But I got a spud bar with me to check it if I get that, if I get the urge to do that. So we'll see. I'm almost there. I'm going to check the main park side, and I'm going to go over to Lindell and check that side. And I'll let you know what happens here in a few minutes. Well, I'm down along the lake now, heading into the park. The main cove that goes toward the back is frozen. There's actually a pretty large spot where you can see some kids probably shoveled the snow off to play hockey. There is some other tracks going out a little farther, but as you get out to the end of the front of the cove, there's some water spots, and then the main lake is totally open water. I would say definitely a tricky situation even back in that cove. The wind's blowing pretty good. It's not white caps yet today, but it's close. Now as I get down here to the main part of the lake, it is got a little bit of ice here on the edge where they launch the boats and stuff, but the main lake is pretty much open. I'll try to show you here. Maybe you can see a little bit of it. I kind of expected the whole lake to have a skim of ice, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Wow. Now I do see some white caps out there, so the wind is really cranking. The wind-blown lake surface. Well, there's no ice fishing on the main lake, that's for sure. It's going to take a heck of a calm night to skim that over. Alright, so that is not what I expected. I'm not going to take a walk back to Carpenter's Cove because it's just too darn cold, and I am not dressed for that kind of walking. Although I will go up the hill here and maybe I can see down through the trees. Now that cove could be frozen because it is usually wind or protected from the main wind, so that could be a possibility, but we'll go up and see. We'll go up the hill here. Yeah, they got it all blocked off. Well, that's ridiculous. They obviously don't cater to the ice fishermen. And I can't get close enough to the wood's edge to see down in there. So I'll just assume that's probably like the other cove. And we'll leave it go at that. Alright, I'm going to head on over to the Lindell side. Check out that on Little Conestoga Road. and then we'll see what we're going to do. Here again you can see the main lake as I come back down the hill. Totally open. No chance of any safe ice there for quite a while. So it's going to be the coves or nothing. But I was hoping to get over here. This is Saturday. This would be New Year's Eve day. And I'm hoping to get over here on Wednesday. Give it 3 more days of good cold weather. Although the wind's supposed to pick up today and tomorrow. So that's not going to help the main lake. But anyway, we'll see. Now this is the cove, the main cove off of, off to the right of the park launch site and the park boat rental and all that stuff. But down there, I don't know if you can see it with this camera. There is a spot that's been shoveled off. So the kids are apparently ice skating. And in the wintertime, that area right down through there might be 4, 5, or 6 feet deep. As you get going down this way, it gets a little deeper, but it's also got some big water spots. It looks like water spots out around there, so I just don't think that is very safe. Because that can be a good spot if you can find 8, 10, 12 feet of water going out toward the main lake a little bit farther than where they had it shoveled. And then you should be able to get into some perch and maybe some bass, crappies, things like that will be hanging out in there. So we'll mark that for Wednesday. That's pretty easy access from the other side too. Nice little place to park for 2 or 3 cars, and it's only like a 100-yard drag down a little hill to get to the lake edge. Okay, off to the Lindell side. Bye. All right, I'm heading down the hill on Little Conestoga Road. It'll bring us to the first look at the lake here at the bridge, which is pretty popular in the springtime for crappies and perch and things like that. But I expect to see a little ice here, so we'll see in a minute. I'll take a stop and we'll assess the situation. I don't see any open water at this point, so that's a good sign. This can be a good cove to fish in. Take a minute here and go to the other side. Now I definitely see some tracks of people that have been out there fishing. They didn't go too far. Try to show you here. You can probably see the tracks from the shoreline. Goes out maybe 150 yards. Looks like they might have been fishing because there's signs of like where they might have drilled a hole or two. They were fairly brave, I would say, because it's really shallow right there. But at least this cove is froze. And with that little bit of a snow cover, it's going to be hard to see what's going on. It's 14 degrees out today. 9 o'clock, 9:46 in the morning. Things can only get better. So we'll mark this as a possible place for Wednesday. And actually you'd want to go way up that way to get into any kind of decent possible fishing. But it's going to happen. Alright, I'm going to make a turn here and go down to, this is going to be Chalfont Road I'm going to turn on. I'm going to go down to what most people would refer to as the main cove. This is a dead-end road that dead ends right down at the lake. but as you go down there, the lake will be on your left side, and usually there's a spot or two that you can park and go down. And I will go down there today with a spud bar and check it, because this is my #1 preferred spot for first ice. You can get into 15, 18, 20 feet pretty quick. There is a creek channel that runs this side of the cove. It'll get you some nice structure to fish on or in. So we'll park down here, we'll bundle up a little bit, and we'll take a few minutes and hit the ice with a spud bar and see what we got. Well, I just parked here. I'm definitely seeing not what I expected. You can see the cove behind me there. It's more open water than what I thought would be. So I'm not going to go down and spud, because there's nothing to spud. But from the big rock over there, I expected to see ice right up about this way. Down in there where there's open water, there is a small little stream that runs in, and obviously that's keeping that open. I never knew that before, so that's not really a safe spot even when the ice is good. Again, ice coming up from where we just were over on Little Conestoga Road up into here, down as far as you can see to the first point on the left. That's usually a good area to fish too, but it's obvious that the ice is not safe yet on this lake, and it's definitely going to be a couple more days at least. We need a calm night with darn near 0-degree temperatures. Alright, so there's a report on Marsh Creek Lake. A little disappointing, but still it's coming. It's been a few years since we had any good safe ice here this early in the year, so let's hope for the best and stay cold. The main lake, and yep, it's wind blown and wide open. So ain't nothing happening here. The only chance of anything is going to be in the back end of the coves, and I wouldn't take that opportunity just yet. Maybe the wind will blow away the snow cover that's on here and let the ice get a little thicker. We need colder temperatures, no doubt about it. So I think I have enough information here to let you all know that the ice is coming, but it ain't here yet. And if you do plan to go out, good luck. But I will be out here hopefully early Wednesday afternoon, and then right on into Wednesday, right before it gets dark. I'm going to give it a shot. So there's your report on Marsh Creek ice. Come on, cold weather. All right, I'm leaving Marsh Creek, but you know, it would really be nice if somebody would do a report on the lakes like this. I don't have time to go to Scotch Run, Hopewell, and Onalani, and places like that. I don't have time to do that today. And chances are there are some people on Onalani at Peters Creek, although that's quite a long walk back there, and it's a pretty good run for me. It's probably an hour and 15 minutes away for me. Scotch Run more than likely has good ice, but again, it's early, so no matter where you go, Man, you got to be careful. I know you've heard it 100 times, but it might be a little bit too early. And the reason I'm doing this on Marsh Creek is hopefully on Wednesday when I do get out, maybe some people will see this video and they'll also go out, and I won't be out there by myself. And that's my main concern. Right now I got nobody to go ice fishing with. I don't want to attempt to go out there by myself with nobody else around, but I will if I have to. So for you folks that see this and are getting your ice fishing stuff ready, I'd say that's what to do at this point. And just give it a couple more days and I think we'll be able to get on the back of the coves. Good luck.